Hello, the species value nature system. This is about the identity of psychology. I am not a doctor, I'm not a police force, I'm not a criminal. We'll demonstrate how each of the sciences are wrought with physical delusions and criminal foreign influences originally and still. Offensive evidence reception predators, how maintained as victim predators. So preventing mandated law only allowed fact treatment quality. They're going to make mistakes on purpose and worse. Database illusion stacking. Relying upon this facilitated needed to be lie progressions needed to be hid by branches of government per what was entrenched here before the founding of our founding fathers. And so we will come to identities hierarchy, which psychology is in the way of. Offensively, with forging names, various natures of drug crime rolls, databases crime rolls, inter-sciences, inter-branch, inter-campus, inter-military. Now they can't defend their justifications of their physical delusions and forging names. And within that is collusion with various natures of court, private tied to that, like prisons, like leading up to it, with on-off campuses, from off campuses maintained, all victim predator roles, each age of fact treatment nature. Was it recorded that they are attaching people to identity thefts roles, the branches, and per what was this facilitated through a whole bunch of nations with psychology uncharged. Okay, so to teach English properly, I have to demonstrate the physical delusions of psychology because they're obfuscating identities hierarchy. And we'll examine their roles with criminality with the originally maintained criminally foreign influence branches, states, and areas from what was entrenched that our founders told us to free equality of fact treatment nature. We don't have it free because we have them roles, tools, here and there as the nations evolve with them with agreements with the Trade Center in Washington, them inter-science, inter-branch. As experts, as misprision groups, misprision criminality, with time, evidence crime, forging name crime rolls, various natures of drug crime rolls, database illusion stacking crime rolls, identity theft crime rolls. These are ones originally with the branches facilitated to this because the branches were engineered to be lie progressions. Lie progression cover-up nature's force. Every modern nation is in this identity of negative value nature progression, forced to blame things on other their parting types of laws so they could stick fake crimes onto people and so they could stick really happening on wrong. In other words, costing 99.9% of the crimes was what behind put color in the law. And they had those laws against everybody. But rather than using what we know for correlation because it doesn't fit with what they were taught, everyone's a victim predator, told not to think each age. They're knowing that we would figure this out, so they're locking it in other ways. So we're going to examine the identity of judgment, the identity of psychology. We're going to examine the identity, the value of identity itself, and of its identity of relationship to itself. That can't be defended with these offensive evidence reception. You can see how when they're using color, they're with offensive evidence reception crime. This is an offensive fact treatment nature organized crime method. I'm not a lawyer, police, or criminal. Racketeering will examine crimes with the racketeer with the area Hartford, Connecticut, Wethersfield, Connecticut, between New York and Boston, where George Washington left slavery right before the last battle of the Revolutionary War. Wanted us to explain that, especially if he's the one who said he can't tell a lie, and he did chop down the cherry tree, and he didn't, because that's what it was. They're exploiting exceptions. They're exploiting what is facts, and they've been doing that so long, they're making up facts. at the same time, not just preventing exceptions in nature from being demonstrated. So then we have misprisoned criminality with a bunch of people attaching people to fake conversation, pretending they're experts on judgment and on psychology when their physical delusions raw, mixed with criminality, mixed as criminality with various natures of courts already through time, and with prisons and intercampuses before. That's why they were made victim predators. So then and now, lawyers in collusion with them, recorded victim predators, laws, types of laws. There is no place to report things because lawyers are tools against mandates, course, correlations, correlated, identity of correlation, sabotage. We'll examine their uncharged roles with the uses of the color of black then and now, with physical delusions, with how we should refer to how we should explain what slavery was, what motivated it, because everyone was a slave, and our founders, their identities were stolen in our faces because we didn't explain. Because our agencies, our branches failed, worse than criminal incompetence, did not explain the entrenched organized crime method that didn't let our founders have free speech. They had to pretend. They didn't explain the database solution stack and identity theft, not just with color against everyone, not just with that. Various natures of it. Like they even attaching people to fake conversations. They're keeping the same propagated life progression cover-up nature roles, private tied to it, with all areas against each agent factor in nature. Each person grouped together progressively, sequentially, and identity-wise. The identity of psychology is offensively recorded with physical delusions and with criminal foreign influences, inter-sciences, inter-campuses from off them, then interbranch. Oh, here, clear